how to turn your hobby into a business. Is this even possible to make money out of your passion? Well, these are the questions that you've been asking, and I'm more than happy to share it with you with a great coach who can help you to find the answer and the right answer for you. Hi, my name is Helia Singh. I'm a wealth coach and I help people to fast track to financial freedom. As part of our new series of interviewing female coaches out there, just for you to find the right person to help you in whatever area in your life that you need. Today, I'm speaking to one of my beautiful friends. Her name is Vicky Sparkle from New Zealand. She is here to sparkle on this topic and put a shine on it that how actually can make money out of your passion and your hobby. Hi, Vicky. Welcome, and thank you very much for being here.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to have a good chat about this. I think it's such an amazing topic that's really important one, actually.
Really appreciate that. And I know, of course, you are a coach to the coaches. So tell
Yeah.
me more about this because I know, coaching is some people they think maybe it's just a hobby, but for us, we know it's actually a business. It's a multi-billion-dollar business. So, but how to turn it or how someone can find out that they've got what is it called to have the knack to become a successful coach?
Well, I think there's actually quite a lot of amazing coaches out there that have done a lot of qualifications even, and they've even done a lot of coaching already. But the problem that they've got is that they're doing it as a hobby. They're either giving away their services for free or way too cheaply. And so they're actually having to maintain another job, and they're doing this on their side. And really, they can't be as of the most service that they'd like to be because they haven't got the income coming in. So it's not even a question for most of them that they can't coach. They absolutely know how to coach. And what I've been finding time and time again is it actually boils down to self-worth. So the idea of being good enough, worthy enough, this whole enoughness piece that's so common in pretty much every area of all business life, but particularly in coaches because they're very empathetic people and often can feel quite responsible for others. And so I really focused heavily on the self-worth piece that allows people to understand that how crucial it is to actually charge for your services. So, sorry, I live near an airport and there's a plane going,
That's
so
all
I
right.
don't know if that's coming through. But I actually call it the ladder of success. And if you think of the two rungs on the ladder, you've got your business strategy on one side, and you've got your all of your inner stories, limiting beliefs on the other side. And if you don't have both, the ladder is wobbly and it falls over. And so I also teach the business strategy, and I'm originally an economist and a business teacher. But I found that that was just not enough on its own. So I could give people all the best strategies for how to show up on social media, all the to-dos, the daily to-dos, all of that. But without the whole feeling of being enough and knowing that they're good enough, it was just failing. So that's where I focus.
Amazing. That's great. And no, definitely self-worth, no matter what they do, whether you're going to become a coach or you want to, run a business or even you choose to be an employee and work for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Self-worth is just the foundation of how we show up in life and how we experience life in general.
Yeah. I mean, I would put it like this. If you think when it comes to your money relationship, which is what really it is, if you're doing something for a hobby and you're not having an income generating business, if when it comes to not making money out of what you provide, it really does come down to what your standard is. If you didn't have a standard of self-worth in relationships, you would be allowing people to treat you pretty badly. And so I feel like it's the same here. And what I've seen time and time is the same. If you don't decide on your standard, if you don't know what your worth is, then you will tolerate not being treated well, not being paid well, not being appreciated and valued. And so it really is very crucial to get that piece of work done, the underneath work piece. And just like if you're in a relationship, if once you have a standard set, then you have to stick to that standard. Because if you have flimsy boundaries, then you're just going to get pushed over and you just can't help people. So, people will say that they want your help and you can give it for cheap or for free, but they're not committed. They're just not committed to you. So it's so important for us to get that investment from them. So then there's an equal balance and it's a win-win for everyone. You can give up your day job, focus on what you want to do and your passions, which is really helping committed people. And I know for me personally, when I realized that I had this issue with my self-worth, I had to invest big time in my own coach. And I remember when I made the decision, and it was a $30,000 price for 6 months. And at that time, I'd never paid anything like that. I just hadn't. I'd done lots of courses and things like that, but some of them I hadn't even finished them because I
Mm.
hadn't invested high enough. But when I invested that amount in myself, that automatically allowed me to value myself because I wasn't investing it into some material thing. I was placing that value on me. And then I really paid attention because I paid with my money. So that's how I was able to be helped by my coach and mentor because I put myself on the line. It was a lot of money for me when I did that. It was a
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree with you 100% because even us as coaches, we have still coaches.
yeah,
Like,
we need them.
yeah, we are good at one thing, okay, so and this is our expertise, but obviously there are other areas of life that we need help. uh, right now, actually, at the moment, I'm working with three coaches, okay, and they are not the business coach anymore. They are more about me, exactly how to set our boundaries and how to, be in a relationship with others, or how to value yourself more in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just to know yourself first. I think that's the first investment that anybody should do it. Again, it doesn't matter if you want to become a coach or you want to just turn your hobby into business, or you just want to experience life and be a good employee. So, of course, we still need doctors who work in a hospital. Not everybody needs to have a business, but at the end of the day, we need to know what is our self-worth. So, because that way, then we can only serve from heart. Because if we are not valuing ourselves enough, there is always some resentment there. So that's
It,
that's gonna show in our authenticity. That instead that people say that why this person is behaving, they say, but it's actually is a self-worth problem.
Absolutely. And it comes up time and time again in different areas. And for me, originally it showed up in people pleasing. So I was a horrible people pleaser. I did everything for everyone. I
Yes,
was a
yes,
teacher that was like that person that everyone asked me, can you do this, Vicky? And then I had to leave my job and start new jobs because my job would grow out of all
yeah.
proportion. It affected my relationships so badly and friendships because I would have that resentment, like you say. So it would yeah, on the outside, but I wasn't congruent or authentic because underneath I was quite resentful. And I had to get really honest with myself earlier and say, you're not actually the nice person that you're pretending to be because you're resentful. That's not being a nice person. So originally I did a course all about I prepared a course for others in about how to get over your people pleasing. That was the first thing that I did actually, and then into the relationship sector. But as things do, it came up for me in the area of money and charging. And once I got through that, that's where I decided this was such an important area because there's all these amazing coaches out there who aren't out there because of this problem, and more people could be getting the help that they need.
Exactly, exactly. As a coach, I know that when people, if you give them for free, they don't value it. This is the human nature. Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with the people, but it's just they think if it's free, there must not be much value in it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So many people think that, but there's a lot of value in it. What a lot of people are giving away for free is just because they daren't charge, but they need the external validation so much that they just can't. They have a big fear of the judgment around charging.
Yeah.
But there's ways to shift and move and mutate
Absolutely.
those. story.
Absolutely. And for those coaches, or if you think that, okay, yes, definitely I want to take my coaching business from hobby to make it a business, definitely have a chat with Vicky. But one advice from my side is, when you start charging, or if you just think that, no, I still want to be, doing something for free, we can always have that, okay, one day just do something volunteer. So just be, attach yourself to some organization, whatever you do, whether it's, you're working in a youth, in a relationship, money, whatever, and then help that organization by giving free services. So you will feel good about yourself. That's the first thing, because I know it's very difficult from beginning, just suddenly change it. But that's a first step to do it. And through there, you
Baby
get
steps.
baby steps. Be kind to yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
yes, and one thing that I just learned recently, I know probably everybody knows it out there, but for me, just learned it recently, is what's called hashtag you. You only live once. So just make your hobby into a business, which this way you will serve more people.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, as you mentioned, coaches are impact. So they want to help others. But if you are not getting enough clients to help them, so you are not known. And that's why, like, this whole community that we are building here for everyone is just to introduce beautiful coaches with amazing, great, of course, skills out there. So,
Mm-hmm.
but unfortunately, what people do, they'll go just to people that, okay, because they've got a very great good budget to advertise, they think perhaps maybe they are good. And I'm not saying they are not good, but I'm just saying this is the way that you can build up your business and help others as
Mm-hmm.
well, just by
Mm-hmm.
being genuine and show up. So no,
Yeah.
it's amazing. It's amazing. So please
I
give
have
me.
a tip. Sorry, I was
Oh
going to give
yes, I
a
wanted to
quick
ask you
tip.
tip.
Oh, were
Yes,
you? I was going to
exactly.
give you just a quick tip of something you
Thank
can
you.
do to investigate your value, which is to imagine something that you value very much. It could be an object. It could be gold. I like gold. It's my branding. Sparkles. Um, it could be a person. But have a little journal around the way that you treat that person or that item that you value and hold so dear to you. And then on a fresh page, go to that list and check if you can value yourself in that same way. So go through each of those bullet points. It's really powerful, especially in the area of time and how you value your time, because it's very reflective of you. So, for example, when I think of gold, I wouldn't give that away for free. If I had a gold bar, I wouldn't be like, here, have this gold bar just because you want it.
Mhm.
But yet, with our time, we're quite willing to do that often. So, and that's our most important resource, the one that we don't get back actually. So, yeah, I think it's a great exercise to just check in with how you value things of extreme value, remembering that you are intrinsically valuable. And do you give yourself that same treatment? Because it starts inside. And my whole thing is about sparkles, lighting that inner spark that permeates. And so we actually can fold everything in. And so when we investigate within, it shows up on the external automatically. So I just wanted to share that for anyone that's listening.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, actually, that time I was going to ask you, do you have some tips for us, to start that journey?
Sorry.
Because what you said, even though it seems very easy to do, but I know when you write it, it's actually the resistance comes in, and then it's very confronting.
Yes.
Yeah. And I remember a few years ago, it was a long time ago before I started even my self-development journey, more than a decade before, somebody asked me yeah, a coach asked me, okay, write down all the people that you value in your life or whatever you want. And I wrote them down and I said, okay, where is your name? And that was very, very confronting, because my name was not even in the list. So, and I used to think, just, I'm here to serve. So to receive was the sign of selfishness, and a
Yes.
lot of cultural BS behind it, and the traumas and stuff that, yeah, as you mentioned,
Yes.
people pleasing. But it takes time, and that journey is a beautiful journey to finally taking out all those layers out and then just be yourself.
Yeah.
saying no without feeling guilty, saying yes with 100% yes, not just because, oh, I have to do it. So yeah, it's amazing experience. Thank you so much, Vicky.
You're welcome.
I'm sure, the way that you already sparkle yourself and helping others to find out their inner sparkle. That's exactly what we need in this world, that just to be more of ourselves and then find a way, because we all have a gift to share to others. Yeah.
We do. And that's why igniting that inner spark and belief in ourselves is so important. I actually have a lot of free resources as well on
Thank
an app.
you.
So
Ah,
that can be found either on Apple or Android under My Sparkle Space. There's actually a self-love journey course, a 6-week journey for free. On one of the weeks, it's got a whole week about breaking people pleasing. So
amazing.
yeah,
Amazing. Thank you so much. Sparkle Space is both on
my
Apple and Android.
my Sparkle Space.
Okay, great. And then we're
Yeah,
going to put all these details in the caption for our
yeah,
audience to have,
yeah.
read it. So, is there how would you like people to contact you, or your preference?
So they can go to the app, they can go and find me on Facebook, or they can go to the website mysparklespace.com and
Wonderful.
find me there.
Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate your time. And I just wish you it's sparkle as always, because with people like you, other coaches like me, we feel that, yes, we need people like you to take us,
Oh,
accountable to go to the next level. Because one thing I learned during my journey is that there is always another layer of self-worth. Maybe you reach that level, say, I'm all good. But
peeling the onion, crying with every
exactly.
layer.
There
Yeah,
is always next layer, which is okay.
always.
That's why we grow. And, so that's
Absolutely.
why we can shine this way. So,
Yeah, I'd like to thank you as well for this beautiful opportunity to have a chat as well. And it's always great to get together with another like-minded coach as well that really understands how important
my
this stuff.
pleasure.
And I think what you're doing is amazing, that
Thank
you
you.
are showing people the way. I think, people learning to get a coach is a growing area in other countries. I think in the States have been doing it, they're a bit more onto it. In other countries, it's taken a little bit longer, but like I said, I have a coach, and I think it's so important to fast track through things that would take you a lot longer. So, and it leads to a happier and more joyful life, and who doesn't want that?
Wonderful, wonderful. I always say that obviously coaches are like a GPS or a guide. Okay, so we are standing there just showing you the way and put the shine on it and help you through your journey, whatever it is. But with you, they can sparkle that journey.
Thank
And
you.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you so much again. So, folks, I'm sure if you are as excited as I am now, I'm just going to, as soon as I finish this conversation, I'm going to jump in on the my iPhone and get that app and just do that. So this is an amazing resource. And so you can find about it more. And please put your comments there if you have anything more. So yes, and would like to contact Vicky, please do so. And we are just here to make ourselves better, so we can make the whole world better through our own journey. Thanks again, everyone. Until next episode, have a happy, healthy, wealthy life. Bye for now.